Hey guys, it's Elizabeth, and I'm here with
Lindsay. My girl Lindsay.
Who are you? So, I'm really low energy.
We're pretty low energy today. It was a late night last night.
It was.
I did not drink, but I'm still tired.
Yes.
For other reasons. So, we have a list of Q&A stuff. So since we're hanging out this week, we figured we would do that because it's kind of tradition.
It is.
Yeah, to have when it's not a huge amount of people to kind of do a little Q&A. So at least in my world, I've done Q&A with a couple people. So
well, I have never done Q&A with anybody.
So
well, except the video that Sherry and I did after San Diego.
Yeah,
we
that
took
was
questions.
a total Q&A.
But that was sort of about the conference specifically.
Oh, was it?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So we have
that
a
was
list
a
of
three-parter,
questions.
if you haven't seen
the whole thing. So we'll try not to keep you guys too long today, but we are drinking like refreshers, some caffeinated non-alcoholic beverages to try to get our energy up since we have dinner plans tonight at 4. So yeah, if we're quiet and tired, it's not you, it's us.
But her lipstick looks perfect.
True.
Yeah,
True.
Totally.
Yeah, the light's not that good right now. Like, I feel like I need to lean in the middle a little bit.
Well, and I feel like we need something. I need something back there.
Yeah,
seriously. I need to buy some
one.
art. Huh? Yeah.
But it's
I kind of like
there.
it there.
Yeah.
Anyway.
So the first question is, Lindsay, that's me. What do you do for work? And so I'll just answer this quickly. And I think you should answer too, do most people know what you do?
I don't know.
I am a senior corporate recruiter. And I've been doing that since 2002, so almost 14 years.
Yes.
What do you do, Liz?
And you work from home. I think that was the question. I couldn't find the question, so I don't know who asked it, but I think one of the things is you talked about some flexibility, and they were asking that. So
I work from home. So because I work from home, like I can work from here. So like I'm not on vacation right now. Like I'm working during the week, and I came down in the evening. I'll go home tomorrow evening, and I try to, I travel a couple weeks a year, but I work. So it's kind of nice to have that though, that flexibility. So.
Yep. And I also, well, you don't have your own, but I will also work from home. I'm a consultant for nonprofit organizations. That's what I do.
Cool. So Tara, we'll just jump into the next question. Tara Thompson, who's actually here in the California area right now, but I don't think we're going to see her tonight.
No, she just sent a text and said she can't make it for dinner tonight. So sorry, Tara.
Yeah.
I wanted to see you.
She says the most serious question of all, which obviously, having read all the questions, I have to say this is the most serious question. So we're just going to start heavy. Why are you two so fabulous?
Well, you have to answer that first because I don't know that I'm that fabulous.
No, I think you need to answer. My answer is, clearly I'm fabulous, but I did a lot of work to be fabulous. Like I didn't always be I didn't always be fabulous. I didn't always speak in ghetto speak either, but I do now. So yeah, I'm just myself. I don't know. I guess that just equals fabulousness.
I'm working towards fabulousness. I can't even say it. Not totally there, but Lindsay's a good influence.
Oh, well, that's good. Because sometimes I mean.
Sometimes she has, do you know how many times you made me cry since I've been here?
Oh, that's not very nice to say on video.
She hasn't. No. But it wasn't her fault.
I asked hard questions.
I think it was 3 times. No, I'm just kidding.
Gastric Tiger says, do you have maintenance figured out? What do you do to maintain your goal range? And
we say,
what the fuck maintenance? Neither of us have hit maintenance. So, and Gastric Tiger totally knows that, at least about me. So,
I'm sure he knows that about me too.
And he did.
I responded to the question. It's like, maintenance? We haven't even figured out goal yet.
Yeah, we haven't gotten the goal yet. So, and then I think he said he retracted, right?
He did retract it.
So in his defense, Liz didn't put that down on the questions for me to read.
No, I did. Well, I took that part out. He has another question later.
Yeah, which is a good question. So, I can't attest to that.
No idea.
Yeah, no idea. If I can
we're
figure
hoping.
out,
I
have 20 pounds of regain and 20 pounds to lose after that. Maybe at least 10. So I've got 30 pounds to hit goal, and I've been at where I'm at for almost a year. So I don't know. I don't know. Jess Wojewski.
Not sure.
Jess W. I'm sorry, I'm not good at the names. She says, I've never hit my goal. It's the worst mindfuck ever. I feel like a failure, but I bust my ass just like you ladies do. I always say it takes a lot of work to look this chubby. Fuck, no, that's actually fucking true.
It is so true.
I watch your videos. We share similar struggles. How do you get past that number on the scale? Do you want to answer that one first?
Sure. And I guess because if I do what I'm supposed to do, I'm still losing weight. So I don't feel like I'm really stuck unless it's like my choice to be stuck and my decisions that sort of stick me. So I'm sort of okay with where I'm at right now. I mean,
you don't feel like you're doing what you're supposed to do.
Because I don't feel like that I'm doing everything I can and I'm not losing weight. Mm-hmm. I'm feeling like the weeks that I am still losing, I'm still losing a little bit of weight. I was back in Wonderland this week and I have 25 pounds to go, but I know that's about me and my choices. And so sometimes I'm better than others and sometimes I'm going to lose more weight. Now, Dr. Katzen, who when I went for my plastic surgery consult, said, you need to really push it out so you can lose this last, 25 pounds and stay there for 3 months before plastics. And I think that I'm probably will focus on that after Nashville.
For me, I can definitely relate to that a little bit differently than Liz, just because I do feel like I work really hard, especially in the last couple months because I eliminated alcohol from my diet. And so I think I was putting a lot of responsibility on not so much my initial regain, because I know what caused the regain in terms of medical stuff, but in terms of not being able to get it back off, I thought I was kind of stuck in a pattern of drinking and eating and drinking and eating and over drinking and overeating and so on and so forth. So I definitely feel like my alcohol since the first of the year is gone. And my diet has been way better since the first of the year also, because I'm not drinking as much and my calories are lower. But also I don't have the propensity to eat a lot of shit as much as I was eating before. So I definitely get what you're saying, Jess, in terms of like, I feel like I'm doing everything right. Someday, I think mostly I'm pretty good about getting past the number on the scale. Not always. Especially when I got here and jumped on Liz's scale, and I feel like I've gained like 20 pounds since I got here. I'm not kidding. But I feel that way. But I work out a lot. And so I try to focus on those progressions. Like, I don't know if you noticed, but like yesterday I posted a video of me from like 2 months ago, with my bicep like this. And then yesterday, and I haven't worked out because I hurt my face, and my ankle. And so I haven't worked out in like 10 days. And so I haven't worked that muscle, and still I can see the difference in my shoulder, not just in my bicep, like in my muscle, but actually in my shoulder, as well. And so like, I look at that too. Like, I see a whole different muscle in my thigh than I never saw before. Even though my thighs are big, like I can still flex a certain way and be like, there's a line there. And so instead of like, when the number on the scale is not working, or my pants aren't fitting any looser and the measurements aren't necessarily there's other little bits of pieces that I can focus on. Like I only did 1 week of C to 5K before I fell and hurt my ankle, but like I did C to 5K the first week and like I could do it. Like 2 years ago or a year ago, like there's no way. So just like even cardiovascularly, like I'm healthier. And so I try to hold on to those little successes or those little changes, because otherwise I think I would go crazy. And I'm getting to the point where I feel exactly like I did pre-op, which was like, I'm doing everything right and I can't lose weight, and I'm really desperate about it, and I'm really angry and pissed off and frustrated. But I'm not one of those people that can choose. Like, I choose not to live in that space. Mm-hmm. And so I just continue to try to do the best I can. Also, Liz and I had an interesting conversation the other day where I was looking at my nutrients on MyFitnessPal. And so I think I'm at the point now where alcohol's cut out. And so now I'm just going to start fussing with my diet a little bit to see what might work better, because I traditionally eat more high fat. And I'm finding that when I was looking through that, I wasn't realizing that like 50% of my calorie intake is from fat. And so, maybe I really do go down to 2 to 3 servings of fat a day instead of eating an entire avocado, which is technically like 6 or 7 or 8 servings of fat. And so like, with the oil that I eat and things like that, maybe eating more carbs, less fat, high protein. And so, I'm still fussing with it a little bit. I haven't given up. I think I just deal by just staying hopeful and having a good attitude.
But it is a mind fuck sometime when it's been, I'm coming up on 2 years post-op. You're
2.5 years.
2.5 years post-op.
Almost.
And, we're not there and other people are. And that is sometimes mind fuck.
It's really hard.
Yeah.
It is really hard. And I think there's another question here. I'll answer it later about comparing yourself with, how you're different around other weight loss surgery patients or whatever. But Gastric Tiger then says, is there a point where you should just accept the body you have, even if it never changes more, while you strive to improve yourself? What would that look like in your situation? And I'm going to jump in and answer that first, which is, I think you should accept your body at any size. I think that Within reason. I mean, if you have mobility issues, if you're really unhealthy, like you will die, like you have serious health issues, those things should be worked on. But in terms of like loving yourself, you are the same person no matter what. Like I think you're worthy no matter what. So I come from a different place of, you know, I had confidence and I felt that I was beautiful and that I had something to offer the world even at 300 pounds. Like that hasn't changed for me. So
yeah. Now, what was the question again?
the question was, at what point do you just accept
the
yourself?
body that you have? You know, and I feel, well, and I've talked a little bit about this on videos lately, is that I'm struggling a little bit with my loose skin and the way my body is changing now. But generally, I've been, I love the way I look now in clothes, pretty much. That doesn't mean I don't want to go any further.
Yeah.
But I'm, you know, really happy with the way I look. And I'm not down on myself for the fact that I still have 25 pounds to lose. So, yes. If I'm like up in the air about what my goal weight is. I've gone through lots of different thoughts about that. My surgeon's office had said 140, which now I realize, and then I said 138 because I weighed 140 before. Now I realize that's ridiculous because I'm still like almost 200 pounds in a size 10 to 12. And in certain respects, I might be happy if I just got down to a size 8. You know, outside of the 2 digits, and then have plastic surgery. But I don't know when that's going to be because I can't fit into all 10s now. But that, you know, that might be. I mean.
Well, and I will say this too, Scott, is that, you know, a lot of people have said if I just relax and let it happen and blah, 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 and just, you know, and I get that. But, like, also, I was 20 pounds lighter this time last year, and none of my clothes fit. Like, I won't go, I won't go shopping. So, for me, if I never got to goal, but I could get back to where I was before-ish and just could fit into my clothes, like I think I'd be fine. Yeah. But I'm not in a place where I'm fully like resigned to stay where I'm at. I know I can. I don't know that I could do better, but I can do different, I guess. Yeah. So, Amy Weinbarger, is that the way I say it, or is it Weinbarger?
I don't know. I should know this.
Winabarger. Amy asks,
who's Amy? Amy who?
I don't know. I don't know. I think she's you. I don't know. You showed me her picture, but I don't remember her. I don't know.
I don't think I subscribed to her channel.
How could you have such fun without me? Wine. And I'm going to be honest. I'm not having fun without you, Amy. But I think Elizabeth's had the best time.
I have had the most awesome time. But I had a really fun time with you like 3 weeks ago. And then I'm
it's
gonna
not
have
comparable.
Fun. And then I'm going to have fun with you next week.
It's not comparable. You're still number one. I'm fine playing second fiddle. It's fine. Sarah Harrison Robinson, who I think lives in my neck of the woods. Sarah Harrison.
She lives in... No, Sarah lives somewhere.
Oh, I'm thinking
of
Sarah Jean. Sorry, I'm thinking of Sarah Jean. Somebody.
Sarah has a little boy who's the same age as my granddaughter.
Oh, cool. Okay. What's your favorite thing to do when you're with WLS friends? Drink.
So how's that been for you this time, Lindsay?
Challenging. Cheers. No, traditionally it's been to drink because I have never seen people drink like weight loss surgery patients can drink, ever. My normal friends do not fucking drink like weight loss surgery people can drink.
Yeah.
That's the truth for me.
But I haven't drank at all since you've been here.
We'll go with that.
Okay. Especially not last night.
Nope. But other than that, I mean, I don't know. I think
just the same things you do with
you just hang out and talk
and yeah, same old.
It's kind of fun to go out to eat together because you can split stuff and still be like, trying something different. You know, it's kind of fun.
And we do like to try each other's clothes on, which is fun.
Yeah,
too,
it's fun.
I could never do
that.
And I could never do that before. I mean, I never had friends before where I could go. So I guess maybe some of my other friends I could do that with now.
Yeah, I got to try on a bunch of her clothes yesterday because I was looking for something interesting to wear that wasn't this, and so it was fun.
And what else do we do with other weight loss surgery patients?
I mean, that's pretty much it.
Yeah,
you just hang out like same with other people. Tara Thompson asks again, everyone has their issues/demons at their heels?
Huh?
Issues/demons? Which one's
probably like Achilles heels, maybe that was maybe she typed that on your phone.
Yeah. My phone is an asshole. My phone likes to turn things in all fucking backwards. I sent Lauren Dayton a text yesterday that was so poorly constructed. She's like, I want to figure that out, but I can't. And I sent a text to my best friend Howard a couple weeks ago that was so poorly constructed that I was laughing so hard I literally could not.
We're having popcorn.
I literally could not
and drinking
fix it. I laughed so hard. Yeah, it's the slider food though, so it's totally fine to drink at the same time. We're such good weight loss situations. So she says everyone has their issues or demons. What ones do you battle still, and which ones have you won? I'll let you start that one.
What do I battle still? I mean, I still battle eating from an emotional place sometimes. I mean, I'm much more aware of it now than I ever was because you can't do it the same way you did before. And I'm just dealing with getting used to this new life and relationships and all that kind of stuff because my life is like 900% different than it was 3 years ago in amazing ways. And what have I conquered? Was that what the other one was? I think accepting myself more for the most part. I know I've whined about a bunch of stuff since you've been here about my body, but but generally just feeling really good.
My demons are, I still struggle with portion control sometimes. I can eat a lot more than most of my weight loss surgery friends, I guess. I feel like. Definitely more than her. So I still struggle with wanting more because I grew up with volume was an issue.
So is this about what weight loss surgery things we can't do or what like mental things we're... Or like what weight loss surgery?
Just whatever issues or demons you feel are your Achilles heels, I guess. Okay. So I battle still with portion control. Hold on just a minute, please.
You're so much better at this than I am.
I'm trying because which ones do I feel like I've conquered? I don't.
She was awesome when she started, so.
Yeah, no, I mean,
but I mean, you were doing a lot of things when you had weight loss surgery. That's what I mean.
Yeah, I was working out and eating pretty clean, so I feel like my emotional demons, though, in terms of I still struggle with those in different ways. I mean, I still, I don't think I've conquered any. I think they just come and go, I guess, or I'm more aware of them, like you said. There are still days that I eat when I'm bored. There's still days when I eat too much. There's still days when I go and eat popcorn shrimp instead of a salad. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah.
It's not perfect. But
for me, in terms of conquering, if we're talking about weight loss thing, it would be that fitness is now a super important part of my life, which I would have never thought that would ever happen to me. I don't imagine a time when it isn't.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm sorry that I don't really feel like I've conquered. I'm sure other people feel differently, but like, I mean, I guess at this point I've given up alcohol, and it's been almost
that's huge,
almost 2.5 months. So it is huge, but I wouldn't say like I've beaten the battle of dealing with my emotions just without alcohol. Like there's always something, I guess. But Tara Thompson asks, did either of you have issues with body dysmorphia?
Yes. I mean, I had opposite, and I hear other people say, I think I had opposite body dysmorphia before I lost weight, which was I would look at myself in the mirror and think I was thinner than I was. And now I look at those pictures. Yeah. And now, I mean, I don't know. You tell me. I mean, she's been saying that I've been criticizing a lot of things about my body, but I don't really think that's body dysmorphia. I think that it's true. I mean, it's not like I'm seeing something that isn't there.
No.
It's just like I should accept it and look at it from the positive perspective, where
right.
Body dysmorphia is really like looking in the mirror and seeing, you at still 400 pounds. Like if I look in the mirror and think I'm seeing what I saw before.
Yeah, I did the same thing where I thought I didn't realize I was big as I was. It wasn't until I lost like probably 50 pounds that I saw a before photo and I was like, I didn't even know who that was. But I also didn't recognize the progress photos either. Like I couldn't recognize either person in the photos until I probably was around 180 at my lowest, where I was like, okay, I mean, like maybe that's what I actually look like. But I also am noticing that I feel like I look larger than maybe I do. I don't really know.
That's what I was gonna say. Is since you've been here, I really feel like you do think you look larger than you do.
Because I heard myself say twice last night. Twice at Liz's birthday party. I said twice. How do you know Liz? And I said, I know her through the weight loss surgery community. And they would say, oh, you had weight loss surgery? And I'd be like, and twice I said this. I said, yeah, I know, I'm still fat. I said that twice. Like I know it's hard to tell because I'm still fat.
And you do understand what they were saying was, oh, you don't look like you. Because there is a look that some people have weight loss. That's what they were saying. They were not saying.
But that's just.
Well, it depends on who. No, I'm just kidding. Depends on who it was.
But like, you know, I just assume people are like, oh, really?
Well, they're not.
You know, you look like you need weight loss surgery now. You know, like, that's how I'm feeling right now. So I kind of have an opposite thing right now where.
But that is body dysmorphia.
Yeah.
I mean, that's like what I think of as the true definition of body dysmorphia when you talk about people who like have anorexia and they look at themselves in the mirror and see that they're larger.
I think it goes both ways.
No, I think it does too. But I mean, I think the more typical way. And I do think you may have a touch of that.
Yeah, I do too. Randy Jill Raphael says, beautiful and fit, no matter what number on the scale. How do you feel about yourselves? Does it change when you're with weight loss surgery friends? I feel awesome about myself in general. I'm frustrated right now with where I'm at, but I definitely feel more insecure around weight loss surgery friends.
Really?
Yeah.
How come?
I feel like even though I don't over compare myself to others, that most of my weight loss surgery friends are really into comparisons. And so like, that makes me feel like, you know, like I'm being compared and then, yeah. And so like, then I'm more prone to think that way around those people. And so like, I don't normally do that. Like I don't usually get into a room and think, am I the skinniest one? Like I don't normally think that way, but I find that weight loss surgery people, not everybody obviously, but like does think that and sometimes will express that. And then I'm like, oh God, are they thinking, you know, am I the biggest person? Am I the small, you know, like, so I feel more insecure for sure.
Okay, what was the beginning of the question again?
Just that, like,
how do you feel about myself, regardless of the number on the scale? I mean, I feel incredible. I mean, I was telling somebody last night, if I had turned 50 3 years ago, it would have really sucked because I felt awful about how I look. I felt awful. I get these memories on Facebook, you know, the Facebook memories, and on my regular Facebook page, I've been seeing how many times, like 5 years ago, I'd say, oh, I feel awful. I could barely get out of bed. I mean, I was posting that on Facebook. I mean, now I don't feel so great today, but in general, I feel great. I feel like I look great. There's things I'm not totally, you know, jumping up for joy about as I get older and lose the rest of this weight, but I feel pretty awesome. And do I feel differently when I'm with weight loss surgery friends? Not really. No, and because I actually think I feel better sometimes because I feel like I get real feedback from weight loss surgery patients. If something like looks weird or is weird, I mean, I'm going to trust a weight loss surgery person to tell me about how I look more than I would my regular
Yeah,
friends.
Yesterday she was getting ready and I was giving her this look and she thought it was about something else and I'm just looking at her and looking at her and I was like, if you had a really like a mess on your shirt, would you want me to tell you? Like, she had makeup all over the back of her shirt somehow, and she was wearing like a cream colored, like almost a white colored shirt. She was like, "Yeah, I want you to tell me." I was like, "I wasn't sure." Like, you have shit all over your back. So
you tell me all this other shit. You're afraid to tell me.
Kind of
on the back of my shirt. You're gonna let me go out like that? Well, so maybe I should take that back.
You said it was dark in there. Rhea Reloaded says, "What is the best attribute of the lady sitting next to you?"
Well, I think there's a couple things. One of the things there's a couple things I really love about Lindsay. One is how authentic you are.
Oh, thank you.
And that you just come through with this joy and, I don't know, and you just have a really great sense of self that I learn a lot from.
Oh, thanks.
Even though you're younger than me.
Lindsay's a baby.
And then, as I've noticed since she's been here, she also will have the hard conversations with me, and I really appreciate that.
I told Liz the other day that I was not, like, I'm only a surface friend to a few people, so like if you want my advice and you want, like, I'll tell you. Like but I don't think I do it in an asshole way.
No,
like I'm never like really like legitimately mean.
And
I'm just like I'll ask the hard questions.
And what I was telling you was I wouldn't feel if I felt like judged or whatever. I wouldn't feel comfortable telling you as much as I do because I know you're going to give me your opinion, whether you know. But she does
advice. Just give me a call.
But you know what? But I really do appreciate that you always ask that
most of the time.
But I mean, do you want my advice about this? And I really appreciate that because there may be sometimes where I don't.
Mm-hmm. So for me, I just think Liz has a big heart and she's really giving and she's really concerned, like, not concerned, but like, she's really thoughtful and trying to make sure everyone's happy and like just mediating everybody and just.
So you're saying you like that I'm codependent?
No, not to the point of codependency, but like, you know what I mean? Like you care about people, the people, like you're loyal, you're not responsive, like, you know what I mean? Like you're there, you're totally there for the people that you're there for.
And my meat's really good.
Also, she has good meat. That's probably actually the number one.
That's what most people say.
Yeah.
It's my meat.
Yeah, okay. Before that I wasn't sure how to answer this question, and then I ate the meat, and I was like, oh, that's it. So she just has a big heart. You know, she wants everyone to feel included and everyone to be involved, and she's just a good friend.
And I have a hole in my
And she has a hole in her chin. Jill Werfelman. Sorry.
Jiggly Jill, I think that's her.
Okay. What is the biggest lesson you've learned over your WLS journey? For me, it's definitely to try not to compare myself to others because some people get their goal in fucking 9 months. I didn't. I haven't. And like that doesn't make me less than or you know what I mean? Like, but I tend like sometimes that's really hard. And it's also like my feelings about that aren't about them. Like that's all my shit. So yeah, comparisons are useless. And also beating yourself up. Like I think I've really learned how to be like, oh, I ate an entire bag of Hershey Kisses in 2 days. Oh well. Like, I'm not going to sit and fucking beat myself up over it for weeks on end, just causing myself to eat more and feel like shit. And you know what I mean? Like, I'm like, oh, that was a really shitty thing. I feel like shit. Let's move on. I'm going to have an apple. You know, like, I've gotten really good about that.
Yeah. I guess for me, it's that if I could do this, I can do pretty much anything. I mean, in the beginning, I thought that it was this magical surgery, sort of. And what I've realized over this almost 2 years is you have to work your ass off to make this work. And I have. I mean, I'm not totally there, but if I can do that, I was thinking about something that was like just a mental kind of habit thing I do. I was walking the dog and I was thinking about this and I was like, I don't know if I can do that. I'm almost 50 years old. Can I change that way about myself? I'm like, fuck, of course you can. Look at what you've done in the last 2 years.
Totally. That's a really good one. It's a good answer. Trisha Pretty O'Neill, who says, how do you deal with the head game? Which we kind of talked about a little bit. For me, I use support. I mean, I definitely use the weight loss surgery friends as support because more so than others, even my fiance, when it comes to weight loss surgery issues, because they get it, they've been there, they know. And sometimes I just have to take a step back and look at it and just be like, take a fucking breath, relax. Like, sometimes I have to actually look at it a little bit more objectively and be like, fucking relax.
Yeah. I journal. I do prayer and meditation multiple times throughout the day when I'm being really crazy. And support, which I don't
think that's fair to say. You should reframe that.
What?
That when you're being really crazy. Like, it's a good thing to do that. That's not a bad thing.
Well, I do it multiple times a day when I'm being crazy. I may not always do it multiple times a day when I'm not.
Oh, when you're feeling crazy?
When I'm feeling crazy.
Okay, like,
yeah.
I thought you were saying the act itself
no,
when you're being crazy.
Oh, no. I just mean when I'm feeling anxious or whatever, I'll do. I mean, I do it every day, but some days I'll do it multiple times a day. But also support, because I reach out a lot to a lot of people who've been, and I never did that in my whole life. I would never, when I was upset, I would never call somebody and say, I'm upset. Can you talk me down from this?
Natasha Flanders Jackson John says, I know in the past Lindsay has had stalls when the doctor gave her shots. I was told I need a vitamin B shot. Have you guys had one since surgery?
That was the heroin shot you got.
Yeah, it was the heroin. It was the, yeah, because if it were the crack shot, I would have lost weight. Do you know of any weird effects it might have on me? Just got results last night, but haven't spoken to the doctor. So let me be clear. It wasn't just a shot. It was a steroid shot, which is a common side effect is weight gain. There's other really serious side effects like moodiness and depression or hyperactivity. Weight gain is an often common side effect of a steroid shot. Vitamin B has nothing to do with that, and you will be totally fine. Vitamin B shots I have had before, and it will just give you increased energy. It will help you, especially if you're deficient. It will help you a lot. There's no negative side effects of a vitamin B shot, unless you have an allergy, which you're not going to know until it happens, and then who knows? You may die, but probably not. I think the chances are slim. And please consult your doctor.
We are not medical professionals.
I'm not a medical professional. I'm I'm sorry, Natasha. I'm sorry. That was just really funny. So, do you want to? Have you had any vitamin B shots? Or any other random shots?
I had vitamin. No. Pregnancy doesn't count.
No.
Okay.
That's a shot of semen. It's not a shot of doctor-induced.
No, I have had vitamin B12 shots when I did Lindora. They give you that all the time, and I had more energy, and it was great.
Yeah, it's good. It's good. It's like a natural energy, though. It's good.
Yeah.
Kim Stephanopoulos.
Yeah,
thank you. It's like
you were wearing her bracelet yesterday.
I was.
You should know how to say her last name.
I know I should. Well, but I know the real. I know the real thing.
Know.
So, tips for maintaining online/Facebook/YouTube friendships. I respond when people email me. I am not as good at this as Liz is. I will let a lot more time lapse in between communications than I sometimes want to. But lives are busy, so I try. And I think about people all the time. I try to comment on stuff and like stuff, but I'm not necessarily in direct contact with everybody all the time.
One of the things, I mean, particularly because I know Kim doesn't do videos, and I think it's tough sometimes when you don't do videos to kind of make those same kind of connections with people. But one of the things is to, comment. If you're somebody who doesn't make videos and there are people that you feel, that you would relate to, is to comment on their videos and post on Facebook and things like that. But I mean, it's really just, and this is what I realized too, is it takes a lot of time to maintain friendships. And when I didn't have any friends, I had lots more time.
That's funny.
But now that I have friends, it's just, it's staying in contact. I mean, Kim and I text each other multiple times during the week. But you know what? Until I didn't know Kim until I met her in Chicago last year, because she didn't make videos. And if she'd commented on my videos, I don't know if she had a lot. I mean, I didn't. But so meet and greets, if you don't make videos, responding to comments.
I'm more active on Facebook, so like the videos aren't important to me, but and I don't watch a ton of videos now. I'm pretty discriminatory about my videos now since I'm in a different place.
Yeah, she doesn't even watch mine.
I'm just kidding. I watch most of yours. But yeah, I mean, I just try to like and keep on,
Yeah, just keep up. I mean, just stay engaged. I mean, it's engaging. I mean, and you can't. I mean, it's overwhelming. There are so many people at a certain point. You can't engage with everybody.
I don't text or call like people as much as I would like. I guess because of time.
It takes a lot of time.
Gretchen D. Johnson asks, "Does Lindsay realize how much she's going to miss me next week?" LOL. LMFAO. Yes, I do. I'm just kidding. I had to do that because it had the LOL. I do realize how much I'm going to miss you, Gretchen, and I've actually already said that a couple times, and I've been mad at Liz about it. That was one of the reasons I made her cry.
You were really mean to me about the whole Gretchen thing.
I was like, God damn it!
Yeah, I actually am going to meet Gretchen next week, so it's all good.
So rude. I told her I'd have to unfollow her
next week.
All next week. And Gretchen, and Kim, and Amy. Jamie. For sure, because I'm going to feel really left out.
Now you're making me feel bad again about telling you that I wanted you to come here.
I've never legitimately made you feel bad. It was everybody else that did that.
Because you told them to. No.
Yeah. In all seriousness, are you at where you thought you would be out this far from surgery in terms of weight loss and or clothing size? Absolutely not. I absolutely thought I'd be at goal.
I never thought that I would ever wear a size 10, so I'm good.
Yeah. S.J. Hamilton, what are your 3 this is the one that we read and talked about the last couple days, and it's hard question for me. What are your 3 pat on the back moments when it comes to WLS, and what are your 3 disappointments? Let's start with pat on the back moments, if you want to go first.
Okay, 3 pat on the back moments. Now, are these NSVs or are these things I feel really proud of?
I mean, I think that's what
I think it's
implied. It's
well, when I lost 200 pounds, and that was half my body weight, started out at 400 pounds. When I mean, there's been a lot of fitness related things that are sort of pat on the backs, but I think it may be the recent handstands that, I mean, the planking originally was it, but I mean, to do a handstand, never would have thought I could do that. And what's a third one? Pat on the back moments. I think the other pat on the back moment for me personally is reaching out and making and maintaining friendships.
I'd say my 3 of my pat on the back. moments are, what did I tell you the other day? I know one of them was fitness related, which was, I actually did boot camp for like a month or so last fall, or late fall, early winter, like November maybe. And there was a point when I was doing like jumping jacks or jump rope. I was jumping rope or jumping. It was like all in the same fucking day. Who knows? And I was like, oh my God, like I'm jumping, like my feet are leaving the ground. Because like when I did boot camp at 300 pounds or 280 pounds, like I couldn't do that. Like I'd have to modify jumping jacks. I never jumped ropes. I did high knees, like one knee at a time. Like my feet never left the ground at the same time. And I can jump rope now. Like I can do 50 jumping jacks. I can do 60 seconds of jumping rope. I can do a lot of fucking things that I couldn't do before. And so like when I was in boot camp, and it probably took me like 3 sessions for me to realize I was doing it. And I was like, it was like, stop the fucking presses. It was pretty crazy.
Jump rope was big for me too, because Brandon, my trainer, would have Jasmine jump rope on days that I wasn't there, and I'm like, what the fuck? Because I'm a little competitive. It's like, why am I not jumping rope? And I didn't think I could do it, and I could, and it was awesome.
Another paddle, that's a 3. That's 1.
Does that say 55 minutes or 35?
35.
Minutes? Holy shit!
And then we're doing really good.
And we have to leave in like 20 minutes. So.
Oh yeah, but we only have one question left.
Okay.
I'm just trying to think of my other pat on the back moments. I mean, I guess, the second one for sure was the first time I ever went and bought regular size clothes in a regular store. Like it was like Kohl's or Forever 21 or Old Navy or something like that. I was like, that still blows my mind. I don't know.
That's too, it has to be another one.
I mean, guys flirt with me. I get flirted with by guys and girls alike. So that's pretty interesting. I mean, no one's ever really done that before. But I wouldn't say that's a pat on the back moment. I don't really know. I mean, there's been a lot of NSVs for sure, but like 3 notable huge accomplishments, I don't know what the third one is. So I'm sorry. I need to give that more thought. What are your 3 disappointments?
There's not a whole lot. I mean, honestly, that I'm disappointed about. I mean, I guess I can say I'm disappointed about being almost 2 years out and not getting to goal. I'm disappointed that I don't have the money to go out tomorrow and pay for plastic surgery. I'm disappointed that I have this like neck thing. I mean, I'm all good. I mean, everything is so much different and so much better for me because I started out at such a high weight. There's like not anything I'm disappointed about. I'm disappointed that I can't always eat and drink at the same time.
I have a lot of disappointments. I am disappointed that I drank my first year out of surgery. I think I would have got to goal or gotten closer to goal had I not done that. So 1, I am disappointed that I put on 20 pounds with that steroid fucking shot and my birth control stuff and can't get it off because I was still losing when that happened. 2. Most of that's pretty much, I mean, those are my 2 biggest disappointments, I would say.
Yeah, and you say things and it makes me think of things. So I would say another thing was that when I went to OH when I was about 4 months post-op and saw people like not, following all the rules and being fine and being thin and whatever. And so I started to make exceptions that early on. And I, that does disappoint me a little bit. That was drinking. That was like drinking club soda. That was, just testing the limits on food that I probably wouldn't have had I not seen other people do it.
Christine Robinson says, how do you maintain good habits while traveling, or how do you get back to good habits after returning home? I bring my Shakeology with me and do drink it when I'm on the road. I try to, indulge in treats. Like we went to In-N-Out, but I had it protein style. So like I try to make, so I'm having a burger, but I'm not having McDonald's and I didn't get a bun. So, seriously?
Fluffy loves, he loves Lindsay.
That just happened. And, if I go completely off the rails, like sometimes, I'm traveling and, I'm eating whatever and drinking. And so like now not drinking helps with that a lot too. My restriction is much more, I mean, even though I can eat more portions than a lot of people I know, like, my restriction's still there, and my restriction is definitely more in tune when I'm not drinking versus drinking. So, I mean, that helps. At least as of now. How do you get back to good habits after returning home? I just start back right the next day. Like I go home, I go grocery shopping, I make my stuff, and I start. I mean, there's no like lag period. And if it is, it's like a day. Like I just get right back on the horse.
You know, I do the same thing. I get right back on when I get home, but I find that most of my travel, at least lately, has been with other weight loss surgery patients. And before you came, I was thinking that the reason because it's like I feel like I eat less when I'm with other weight loss surgery patients. And I was thinking the feeling was that I was worried that people are going to be judging me based on how much I eat. But what I realized this time is, and I'm not traveling, she is, but I mean is that having somebody else here and, you know, entertaining me and keeping me engaged makes me eat less. And so, and I'm busier whenever I'm traveling. So I actually I came back from London and had lost like 5 pounds.
She was on a champagne diet.
Yeah. Oh, that's true. Yeah.
So those are all the questions.
How do you remember that?
I do remember. Those are all the questions we have. I'm going to try to think of one more disappointment. I think I can think of lots more disappointments, but I'll try to think of one more.
Think about what have been your 3 highlights of your trip here.
Of my trip here?
Yeah.
Seeing my friend Lisa, for sure.
I like seeing her friend Lisa.
Yeah, and meeting her husband, who I haven't met. They've been married 2 years. Movie day, honestly. I really enjoyed movie night, hanging out, eating tri-tips, just like fucking chill. God damn it.
Yeah, we have like a trail of popcorn.
And popcorn all over the floor. He's eating the popcorn later. Oh my god, you scared the shit out of my dog. My dog's like, why did you do that to me? Sorry, Cinnamon. Mommy's mean. No. Yeah, so I really enjoyed that night, actually. I really enjoyed just, like, hanging out. So Liz and I just made dinner, and we, like, went shopping and watched movies and...
Got our nails done.
Got our nails done, yeah. Look at that. That's pretty cute. Yeah, I mean, so, yeah, it was just a super chill day. I mean, I had to work, but it was a nice afternoon and really great evening. So that was definitely a highlight for me because I like just being chill. It would have been better had I been drunk, but it's okay.
Yeah.
You know, it would have been nice if I'd had a glass of wine. I really wanted a glass of wine that night, but...
Yeah. So, that night or the night before? Oh, you did both nights.
Let's be honest.
But I am thanks. I'm really proud of you.
Yeah, there was a point that when the night we went to Santa Monica to see my friend Lisa, I really wanted a glass of wine, and it wasn't because I needed the glass of wine. It was because we were in in an environment where it felt like that would have been the appropriate thing to do. And so I struggled.
My son, I have to. Okay. Because he had a situation. Go ahead.
Okay. Well, actually, we're done.
Hey,
I will talk to you guys later.
What's up?
So Liz. Bye, Liz.
Bye. Bye, guys.